Hi everyone, it's Taryn from Earth to Mars. Welcome back to another episode of the INTJ Talk Podcast. I know it's been a little minute since I've recorded one of these, but I am back. And episode 13 is all about navigating work settings as an INTJ and also just as an introvert overall. Because if you know, you know, we introverts get very drained from working standard jobs where we have to interact with people. And I hope this video will help you with a few tips that can, keep your energy levels up a little bit. So let's get into it. The first tip to navigating work settings is to work remotely if you are able to. I know not everyone has a remote job, but I know how amazing they can be for introverts because it cuts out so many people that we have to deal with on a daily basis. I work in the marketing industry, and my only regret is that I didn't start doing it sooner. I worked a lot of tangible jobs from the ages of 16 through about 26, and I can't tell you just how much working remotely has changed my life. I don't have to deal with that many people now on a daily basis, so my energy levels are usually up for the most part. And I highly recommend getting a remote job if you're able to. Now, my second tip is for all of my introverts who don't have a remote job and have to actually go into a building to work. The second tip is to first leave the building for your lunch break or find somewhere quiet if you can. I know a lot of people take their lunch at their desk or while they're on their computer still, and you constantly have people either walking in and out, walking around you, talking to you because they see even though you're eating, you're still, in the building. So I highly recommend to actually leave that space and, just go somewhere to decompress and eat your lunch where you're not constantly being bothered. I remember after I graduated college, I took a government job, and every lunch break, I would go to this little abandoned room in the back of the building. It only had a few chairs, a couple of tables, and this vending machine. And every now and then, somebody would come in to get a snack out of the machine, and they would see me sitting there looking all antisocial, eating my lunch, and they would be like, you can come join us in this, the break room where everybody else is eating. Like, you don't have to sit there by yourself. And I'll always be like, no, I'm okay. Thank you, though. I might come, a little bit later in the week or tomorrow or something. Knowing good and well, I had zero intentions on ever going there. And I can't tell you how amazing that was to just be able to eat in silence, to relax and not have to constantly talk to someone. While I'm trying to eat lunch and just decompress. So if you can, definitely leave the building or find somewhere quiet in your building to eat where there are not that many people. The third tip is to wear noise-canceling headphones if you can. This is especially good if you just do standard computer work or you don't really have to deal too much with the general public. Wearing headphones, for the most part, signals to people that you don't really want to talk, you're doing something. So those are really great to wear. And also, they cut down on the noise of the office building. And that's another way that you can kind of keep your energy levels up. You're not hearing all this chatter around you. It's just, it's just more peaceful. So get some noise-canceling headphones if your company or if your building allows you to. The fourth tip is to take small breaks throughout your day. And this can look like a number of things. This could be you just taking the long way to the bathroom. It could also be a quick step outside of the building to get some fresh air. It could just be maybe like every hour you just walk around the building for like a minute. Or, just doing something to shake up the monotony of your day. And just the act of you actually moving your body to take these small breaks can help energize you a little bit. It gives you a little bit of a boost because you're not being sedentary. So take little small breaks throughout the day, give your brain a break, and get a little exercise in a small way. The next tip to navigate work settings as an introvert is don't respond to work calls, texts, or emails outside of your work hours. Definitely keep and set that boundary for yourself, because I've worked a few jobs where I had so many intrusive managers and coworkers who would always text or send emails for things. And you really have to get to a point where you just don't allow yourself to do it. Either turn off your notifications for whatever you use, Google or Microsoft, but have that boundary in place and do not let your work suck you in whenever you are off the clock. So definitely do that. Tip number 6 is to have a really good and peaceful morning routine. Something that will set yourself up for success and to get you in the right headspace before you even leave to go to work in the morning. That can look like doing a little meditation. That can look like cooking your favorite breakfast. That can look like taking a jog around your neighborhood. Whatever it is that you enjoy and whatever it is that brings you peace, make a little time to do that in the mornings before you leave out, because it will just make you feel so much better mentally, and you'll be more ready to tackle the day of, extroverts and having to deal with the general public at work. So have a really good morning routine, even if that means you have to wake up like 30 minutes to an hour early, but it is really helpful. Now, this next tip is the flip side of the previous tip. Have a really good evening/unwind routine for after you clock out. So this can look like turning off your phone, listening to, just really nice calming music, taking a few moments just to decompress and just relax and to just let your mind and body be. You can read a book, you can watch some Netflix, just find something that feels good and something that will help you unwind, soak in the tub, take a nice, long, relaxing shower. But an evening routine is also something that's very crucial for introverts who do have to go to an actual office to work. The last tip to navigating work settings as an introvert is to don't feel inclined to say yes to every post-work social outing. It's okay if you want to go out, but just don't feel like you're forced to or that you're obligated to. And if you do decide to go out with your coworkers for a drink or for dinner or something, have a predetermined time that you'll stay for the outing, and even verbalize that to your coworkers beforehand. So you could say something like, yeah, sure, I can come, but I'll have to leave at blank, blank, blank. Or, yeah, I can come, but I'll have to leave, in an hour because I have some things to do at home. So just set yourself up for success by having like a plan in mind before you actually go to the outing, because, social events for introverts, they can be very, very draining. Even if we enjoy it, we can still get very drained from it. So those are all of the tips that I have for this video. I know this was a shorter one, but let me know down below in the comments if you have either done any of these tips yourself or if you have something to add to the list. I am very interested in hearing, or reading, I should say. And I will see you guys in the next INTJ Talk podcast, and have a good day.